Right, hello lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where today I woke up to some absolutely incredible news. If things stay as they are in the Scottish Premiership, Celtic will be partaking in the Champions League group stage for the first time in 4 years. Before we go any further though, please consider liking the video and please consider subscribing to the channel as well. It supports me. It's the best way to help support the channel. And you know, for every one of you who subscribes, I greatly appreciate it all. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, good old UEFA today confirmed that the winner of the Scottish Premiership will be guaranteed a place in next year's Champions League group stages. And it goes on to say Scotland will be ranked 11th next year coefficiently in terms, and due to UEFA imposed sanctions on Russia, Scotland will receive an automatic Champions League spot. As well as, I must add, because the article on the BBC does further say that Scotland will also be guaranteed an automatic Europa League group stage spot and Conference League spot. So the way it's looking, well, Hearts are guaranteed the Conference League spot. That's already been sorted. And, well, Celtic look like, if things stay as they are and as things should go to plan, it looks like Celtic will be taking the Champions League spot, as it is almost guaranteed, and Rangers will be taking the Europa League spot, unless a miracle happens either in Europe or in the league. But, back to the Champions League, because that is the holy grail of European football. So, there's been quite a bit of rumble on the other side of Glasgow with them. Now there's a myth going around that Celtic are reaping the rewards of Rangers' success in Europe. Yes and no. Now, this myth has been debunked by Dale Johnson from ESPN, who says during the qualifying period, which is from the 16-17 season to the 2021 season, Celtic have contributed 34 coefficient points exactly, whereas Rangers have contributed 31.250. So I'm not here to brag about it because it is extremely close and very even. In a way, I guess some could say it was a combined effort. But I guess Celtic contributed that little bit more. And we are clearly reaping the rewards for contributing that little bit more. And I'm all for it because the rewards are pretty much endless. So let's have a look right now at how this impacts Celtic. And firstly, and most importantly, actually, I wouldn't say it's most important, but I'd say it's the most talked about benefit of the Champions League, and that is the finances and the money. There will be a major cash injection into Celtic. So, how much is the question? Now, it's been thrown around a lot. It'll be £30 million, £40 million, but according to this season's finances, for qualifying for the group stage of the Champions League, we will pocket roughly around £15 million. Just over, I believe. Then we have the potential to earn $800,000 per draw in the group stages, or just under £2.5 million per win. You don't get anything for a loss. Then, after that, there's even more potential with progressing through the Champions League into the knockout stages, or even if we finish third and go down to the Europa League, there still is major opportunities there to further increase our profit from competing in Europe that season. So, looking at it, the bottom line here is that Celtic will be basking in dollar bills. Not to mention that there will still be major influx coming from advertising, ticket sales, ticket prices. They will be through the roof, and not just, Celtic fans buying tickets. That would happen in a Europa League match, but the away fans as well, because that Celtic will earn a portion of that. And, it's going to add up very, very nicely for Celtic's accountants. And you can trust me on that. And what else will add up nicely is for how much of a budget Andrew's got to spend next year. Because, we are still in a rebuild season despite being the best team in Scotland again. Anyways, we still need to rebuild. We still need to make this squad better because it has potential to improve in numerous places, albeit how strong it is right now. And there are room for departures in the off-season as well. There's no one there's a couple of players I specifically would like to see go. Not going to name names here. That's for another video. But still, and there's a lot of players that in a lot of positions that I think Celtic can really invest in and really, build up to have the depth and to have the same depth in, like, let's say left back, for example. Left back is a position we have very limited depth in. Monty might help if he comes back from loan, but we need the depth in left back like we have depth, in striker with, Dyson-Maeda, Giacomarcus and Kyogo all available. They're not really scoring goals right now, much to our dismay, but it is what it is. Regardless, back to Champions League football. I'm going on a bit of a tangent here. Let's go on to the next benefit, because I think we've spoken enough about the finances and how greatly they will impact Celtic. We're not going to be in debt by any means, I can guarantee you guys that. But the next benefit of the Champions League football for Celtic isn't actually impacting the first team. The youth side will also be given the chance, not even given the chance, they will be given a group stage spot in the UEFA Youth League, which is for under 19 sides. So, unfortunately for Tommy McIntyre's B team, a few players will have to miss out. Owen Moffat, he is ineligible. Karamoka would be ineligible. Uwan Otu, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he will be ineligible. I'm not sure if they would let Joey Dawson play Bosun Lowell. I think they're on the cusp. Not too sure there, but it's not the end of the world having those players missing on this youth league, because it is benefiting. Oh, I've knocked the camera there. It is benefiting the younger generation of players who won't make the first team right now, but in the future years they will be shoo-ins. Looking at players like Rocco Vata, Ben Summers, Adam Brooks. These kids are the future of Celtic, despite them being pretty much the same age as me. They will be competing against the same some of the best academy teams in the world, such as current champions Benfica, La Masia of Barcelona, Ajax's academy, not to mention the Premier League teams, German teams. It's going to be the best youth players in the world all coming up against each other, and that will do them a world of good in terms of their development. And the thing is, as well, speaking of youth players, the fixture congestion during that part of the season, because we know it's going to be tough. We're going to have cup fixtures, Europe and the league to focus on. We could see a lot of fringe players get a lot more game time, especially the academy players who were ineligible for this youth league, such as Moffat, who I expect to be around the first team a lot more, similar to Karamoko. If he re-signs, Bosun Lowell, Joey Dawson, just a bunch of names there that could easily get some quality minutes in the first team during that period. But look, this Champions League spot, it's going to do a world of good for Celtic, and not just for the first team, not just for the finances, not for just one little bit. It's going to do a world of good for the whole football club. And look, I may remind everyone, just because I have to, that this is still an if things stay as they are, despite Celtic pretty much securing the title. An absolute, it could be a nightmare final 3 weeks, but look, it's almost guaranteed. It isn't guaranteed. However, this whole video has been speaking about pretty much it in a guaranteed sense. However, it's not as guaranteed as I would have liked after the last derby. I thought it would have been over by now, but it is what it is, Beggars can't be choosers, because in a season where we thought we wouldn't even have a shoo-in of winning the league, let alone getting Champions League, to be 6 points clear with 3 games to go, I think I am in no spot to complain. But looking at how things are, a win against Hearts this weekend, it will pretty much guarantee it. Not mathematically, but it will guarantee it without a doubt. Now, that is all from me. So if you did enjoy the video, please remember to like it, and please consider subscribing to the channel, and leave in the comments below what you guys think about the Champions League. Just give me your thoughts. Leave it in the comments below. Nothing too specific, but until next time, hail, hail.